Yo, yo, yo. What's up, familia? What's up, healers, coaches, consultants, marketers, conscious business and art leaders? Stoked to be with y'all. I'm Kevin Orosz, and I'm happy to be in this group with y'all. This video is about how to speak on live video like royalty, like a king or queen. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about my journey with specifically Facebook live video, but live video in general on social media and in content creation, and how live video is one of the best leverageable tools in media right now and in marketing. And it's like public speaking on steroids in the viral digital marketing age. And I'm stoked to just share some of my top techniques, tips, and how I got to the point where I've leveraged live video to produce tens of thousands of dollars in clients, both coaching and retreats, and reached millions of people at this point through likes, shares, and comments, totaling something like 2 million total views on Facebook Live just from my smartphone with zero ad spend, and all the while becoming a better person, becoming a more powerful ally to my collaborators, my clients, and the world at large through the internet, which is a blessing. It's a blessing. So I'm going to start this off by taking you back to when Facebook Live first came out, which I believe that was around 2014, 2015. Up until that point, streaming was something only video gamers and webcam girls and things like this were streaming. And streaming video content was kind of a new thing on social media. Highly produced videos, long form blog posts were really dominant. Switch to Facebook Live emerging. Facebook Live, because of the algorithm wars and all these things, became this dominant tool to market to a mass following because it wasn't scripted. It wasn't trying to be too contrived with highly edited, high quality, highly effect-inducing, punchy, like TV more videos. It was authentic, it was raw because it was being live streamed and you had to show up for real. One take, it's all out there, and this took the world by storm. To the point that now YouTube, Instagram, all the other major platforms and social media channels now have a live streaming function. So when that happened, and when the algorithm changed, and when paid marketing just got less and less and less and less profitable, the last time I remember, Facebook advertising and then YouTube advertising as a close second was the highest ROI way to market digital products, courses, packages, or events online by investing to pay to have your message sent out to an audience, often through video, but also often through like old school copywriting, like email marketing or long form blog posts. And then you see a shift into streaming content and video, and just taking off as a way to reach your audience in an authentic way. Even if you're not getting the numbers, getting much higher conversion rates, getting much more exposure on the web. So I want to take you back to about 2015, where I started my journey doing live videos. I was, a little bit about me, I grew up in Texas, moved to California, was always an author, a poet, wanted to be a full-blown author, spoken word artist. I quit my job at the university, was on a PhD track in UC Santa Cruz in California. I wanted to do evolutionary social psychology. I wanted to be a psychoanalyst. I wanted to be a research psychologist, a clinical psychologist. All of that broke down as I started to spiritually awaken. I found yoga, martial arts, I found plant medicine. I found all this wisdom tradition knowledge, and I was like, fuck this. And I was like, I'm going to be an entrepreneur because I got to take freedom. As a man, freedom is the most important thing to me. So flash forward to backpacking through Thailand, Southeast Asia, Laos, Cambodia, India, studying yoga, studying Qigong, going deep. I started to realize by studying the game on YouTube and on Instagram and Facebook that the top influencers were all doing video, and at that time, Facebook Live was just starting to pop off. So I did my first videos, and they were shit. They were complete shit. I was nervous on camera. I didn't know what to say, even though I was a good speaker in person and already been teaching yoga classes and leading live events. Something about turning on this camera was freaking me out, right? So I eventually, stopped backpacking Asia. I moved back to the States, moved into Los Angeles, helped found Mystic Misfit, an epic lifestyle and retreat brand with two of my brothers and business partners. And that's when live video became a dedicated practice for me. This is about 2016. I started just doing it often, just sharing my thoughts, sharing my morning routine, sharing a meditation, sharing a riff, making offers about retreats I was doing at the time. At some point, and I think this was the winter of 2017, going into 2017, winter of 2016, around that time, I started to realize that there was magic here, there was gold here, and I committed to making content every single day, and most of that being live video. My mantra became, just hit the live button, hit the red button. It doesn't matter. It's an attempt, it's a take, it's an at bat. So you got to show up to that. I made it like a spiritual practice. And to fast forward till now, in the 3 years that passed, right? So 2016 and 2019, that's the only thing I changed that led me to becoming a highly successful, on-pace, six-figure coach, going organically viral on Facebook Live, and attracting my dream clients, tons of retreat attendees, and a huge network of collaborators that now appear on my podcast, and we can do business and all these online collaborations together. That's all I changed, was I committed to posting content every day, and most of that being live video. There was a point at which I was going Facebook Live almost every day from my personal page later onto my business page. So some of the top hacks to really just get to the meat quickly here. And if you're tuning into this, watching, type in the comments. I'm happy to answer questions, really get really specific here. This group is all power players, so let's go deep. But there's really three things that I made sure I mastered. One was eye contact. So I can look at myself in this video right now, or I can look at the aperture. And that's a huge difference because it feels way more authentic when I'm looking at you, even though I have to look off center and I'm not looking at myself, I'm looking at you. This is a huge thing. I see tons of influencers, successful ones, looking at themselves and they're looking in the mirror, and it just looks narcissistic, it looks stupid, and it's just distracting because as a viewer, you're not actually connecting to their eyes. So that's a game changer. Then, after your eye contact and you really train yourself, and it helps to be authentically showing up in eye contact in your waking life and in your relationships and your business relationships already. Then, number two is speaking from your gut and speaking powerfully. So this is a great way to learn public speaking. If you haven't spoken in front of a group, if you haven't led an event, if you haven't done something like Toastmasters or really trained public speaking, live video is a great way to do it, because I can imagine that right now I'm talking to a group of people watching. And so I have to be engaging, I have to be magnetized, I got to speak from my gut, I got to enunciate. I've got to really use my body language and use my voice to project to get my message across. Because if I'm collapsed and kind of saying a lot and just really quiet, you're not going to be engaged on the live video. So that's a huge one, is really owning your speaking, treating it like public speaking. And number three is batching and sensing into, before you hit live, what you want to talk about, but not overstressing it. I've seen people that have whiteboards and are clearly reading things behind them, and early on I did that, so it's fine to do in the beginning, but at some point you get to level up into trusting your message, trusting that it will come. It's live casted, so you can really use it to practice improvising and sticking to talking points and what you want to get across in your message. You see that I just picked the 3 top tips, but I'm also riffing in between that. And then using that to transition into what it is you want to do, whether that's a pitch or an offer, whether you want to direct people to a link from the video, whether you want the video to be shareable, and if you want it to be repurposed. This is another thing. If you want to dive in on live video and really stream like a pro, you got to be thinking, is this going to just be just a live that I'm going to engage people with? Because there's basically 2 strategies. One strategy is that I want to engage people. So I do Ask Me Anythings, Q&As, and get a lot of people to ask me questions and get a lot of engagement and really juice the comments, which the algorithm loves, and a ton of people will be attracted to video. But it's not really repurposable because it's just for that time, and it's streamed. And that's fine. This is great to promote a product, service, or event, to engage with your audience, to do free market research. The other kind of video for lives, and this is where I got really good on my personal page. If you go to my personal page and just scroll through the videos, back in the day I was doing a ton of live videos. I would create live videos and stream them with the mindset that this is also a YouTube video. This is also an Instagram TV video. This is also a video I can repurpose and use in email marketing. I can use in my private groups. I can use with clients. I can use for anything you can think of. You can repurpose videos. That's why you want to make sure if you're using your smartphone to save them afterwards so you can repurpose them as you see fit, cut them up, edit them, caption them, repurpose them as viral content across all your social channels. This is a huge game changer because streaming from the beginning can be a powerful way to engage your audience and send a message, and then you can repurpose the video through all your other channels. So, all that being said, the main benefit of live videos, in my opinion, and how to really step into doing them like a king or queen, is to get your FaceTime and get your image and your message projected out there so your clients, so your business partners, so your fan base, so your dream investors, so your loved ones can connect to you in an authentic way. You can spend thousands of dollars editing a video and putting in high level effects, with the fanciest camera, and it'll go on social media if no one can feel you. And then most people are paying for ads to try to bump that up or like really dive it in, and get it on the rankings. But actually, with my smartphone, one day inspired, I dropped a fucking crazy live video called Masculinity is Dead that was just a channeled state from doing men's work and just being inspired every day. And it went organically viral. Almost 1 million views, thousands of shares, thousands of comments. And that was just from my smartphone in my living room last year with zero paid advertising, with zero forethought about what I was making that video for, why I was making it, what ROI there was going to be. I just hit the record button. And that's a lightning strike, but you too can do that. Every time you hit the live button, it's an at bat. It's a chance to really supercharge and juice your content and engage your audience. So the benefits of live video and owning them like royalty is really treating it like public speaking, practicing eye contact, and sharing your message very directly and forcefully from a heart-centered place, not from overly complicating it or overly complexifying it, but really diving in straight to the point, straight to your audience, and straight to why you're doing what you're doing. And it's translatable here authentically because it's streaming. And I'm with you, I'm present. I'm not looking at something and reading, I'm not distracted, I'm not scripting and reading lines. It's authentic and it's coming through like a stream of consciousness in a flow state, which is something I love and is near and dear to my heart. So this is really the power of streaming and live video. If you're a coach, if you have any kind of client base, if you're a marketer, any kind of salesperson, and you're not using streaming and live videos, specifically Facebook Live, which is the biggest streaming platform besides Twitch TV, I believe, the last I checked, you're really missing out on amazing free marketing and an amazing tool to dive into what is possible with just your smartphone. You can stream from your laptop too. You can get a nice webcam. I got a basic 1080p webcam. I got a Yeti mic for high quality audio that makes it nicer if you really want to dive in on your laptop and stream. But your smartphone, you can pick up your smartphone and stream anywhere. You're at a live event. You're out in public meeting someone. You're with a client. You can just grab your phone and press that red button and stream legendary content straight to your audience, make a pitch or offer, drop a link, whatever it is you want to do, and directly sell and directly create abundance. And I've created tons of leads, tons of clients closed just from hitting live button and just from going live and speaking about empowered topics and making it a practice. That's the only way you're going to get to a king level or a queen level of speaking on camera effectively and confidently, putting in reps. You got to put in reps. That's the only way it's going to happen. Just like anything else, repetition is going to make you more powerful. Practice doesn't make perfect though. Perfect practice makes perfect. So if you can really dive into holding eye contact, speaking with intention and trust, using your body language, showing up authentically, and then make that your perfect practice, that's how you're going to step into your most powerful and epic ability to directly reach clients and reach whatever goal it is you want to reach, whether it's just wanting to create evergreen content, whether it's wanting to sell something like a coaching package or an event, or whether it's just wanting to build your following authentically. Live video is going to be the way. And by the way, you can just test this yourself. Live video on Facebook is prioritized by the algorithm if you don't spend on ads. Live video on Instagram is prioritized by the UI of the platform itself, and really it's able to get you to more people more quickly unless you pay for ads, unless you pay for marketing. YouTube also now has a live feature. I've not used the YouTube live feature as much. I've gone live a few times on my YouTube channel, but this is another huge thing. Some of the big artists on YouTube and the creators do massive live streams, because you can do a live stream up to like 8 hours. It times out after 8 hours, but they do massive live streams and do like live music creation. They play playlists. They have big interviews. You can live stream your podcast, which is a huge hack. You know, I've turned a lot of my live streams into podcasts by audio mastering them, and that has been amazing. The repurpose game is strong. So that's a really powerful way to step into that. So I have more I can say. I want to step into questions here. I appreciate everybody here. Eliza, Monica, Dora, Cassie, Sumid, Jacqueline, Melina. What's up, y'all? Andrea. Hey, Robin. Robin asks, is it prioritized even if there's no engagement? Yes. And you can test this yourself. You can either record a video on your phone, not live, and post it with the same caption, and then do a live video with the same caption. And even if there's no engagement, it's going to get prioritized in the algorithm and have a better chance of getting engagement. The big thing about live video is you got to be catchy and you got to go into it quick. Like you'll notice I didn't sit here and waste time and be like, all right, I'm going to wait for my people to get on, you know, I'm going to build it up. I just kind of went straight in, introduced myself, brought the energy. Even though we're in a group right now, the same principles apply. And a great way to get engagement quickly is to ask everyone, where are you tuning in from? Drop your location in the comments. Ask for like your audience, what are you grateful for? Drop one word you're grateful for in the comments, or ask for questions. If you have a question about anything I'm saying, drop it in the comments. Just getting people to comment or share it live. You can directly ask your audience, like if you're receiving benefit from this, or you know, you're receiving something epic right now, share it out to your page and your audience so they can join us live and really experience this together. So getting engagement early is going to be a huge way that blows up your Facebook Live videos. Another thing is always ask, hey, if this has benefited you, tag someone who could benefit from this. Comment below and share this video out. It doesn't hurt to just keep reminding people, because tons of people are sitting there loving your posts, and I'm sure you've seen them, but they're just lurking. They're not even liking it. They're not commenting. They're just kind of consuming. And if you invite them to engage, it actually helps them participate in social media and not make it a spectator sport. Like us creators out there that are creating content, and if you haven't created a Facebook Live right now in this group, if you're in this group and you want to scale to 6-7 figures as an entrepreneur and you're not using live video, I would challenge you to make your first live video and tag me in it. I would love to see it. Like, make your first live video. This is something I do with my clients. A huge challenge, breaking the ice, stepping into your best self, is do a live video and mean it. You don't have to be perfect. It's just an attempt. You can't fail. You can't fail. People are going to feel you authentically. That's just what it is. So I really invite you into that. I feel complete with this transmission. Like, I feel like I've just dropped a ton of bullet points, a ton of things here. If you have any questions, I'll invite you to do them now. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. I feel like the transmission's powerful. The challenge is clear. Go out and make a live video. Let me know how it goes. Post in the group. If you want to work with me or find out more about me, I'm going to drop a link into my world. I have an online course coming out called Flow State Mastery, which it obviously helps to be in a flow state, getting on live video, which is, I've made this like my career of the past 3 years as a social media creator and influencer. I coach high-level clients to 10x their health, wealth, and happiness. And that's a big thing I've been doing for years that I don't even really talk about. And I also have a retreat coming out this October called the Temple of Flow in Costa Rica. It's a 5-day immersive experience into flow triggers, golden age humanity, biohacking, bioenergetics, tantra, and yoga. So that's what's up, fam. Thank you all for being here. Samid says, how does one become more bold and raw on camera? Talk about things you care about. Like right now, I chose this topic because I care about it. Because I've like spent my, maybe at this point, 10,000 hours creating content. So if you're getting on camera and regurgitating Tony Robbins or Gary Vee and you're not passionate, there's no way to be bold and raw. So that's a big mistake I see a lot of coaches and entrepreneurs doing. They're just trying to copy what else they've seen working. And you got to realize a lot of those big influencers have paid thousands, if not millions of dollars to blow up their videos because they can afford that. But that doesn't mean that's what's going to make you come alive. So you got to find out what makes you come alive and get into a flow state and do that first. That's really the golden advice right there. That's what it comes down to. That's straight up it. That is straight up the truth right there. So I'm going to drop a link. If you want to talk to me, feel free to reach out, add me as a friend, send me a direct message if you have questions. I'll have a link to my course, my website and blog, my upcoming retreat. I invite you onto my email newsletter, stay in touch. And I'm also going to be doing some next level, and this is something I actually haven't shared with really my following at all, but this group is a great place to share it. I'm going to be doing next level flow state architecting and engineering immersions here in Bali. I'm here in my villa in Ubud, Bali. And while I'm still here, I'm going to be leading 3 to 5 day intensive client immersions. Think like a private one-on-one retreat. So that's some next level shit. If you're interested in that, send me a direct message and we can actually talk more about that. Otherwise, happy to be here with you, fam. This has been how to show up on live video like a king. I'm a king. I can't speak to the queen experience, but I imagine you queens, it's something similar. If you dug this, appreciate you. Love to see your comments. Happy that you joined me, and may you have a peaceful, powerful, purposeful day, familia.